Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be sharing a chilling story of a man who encountered a smiling man on the street one dark and quiet night. This unsettling encounter left a lasting impression on the man and haunted him for years. Join me as we explore the details of this mysterious encounter and try to unravel the enigma of the smiling man. As he walked home from a friend's house one night, a man saw a smiling man on the street that immediately caught his attention. The smiling man was tall and thin, wearing a suit and hat, and had a broad, unnerving smile on his face. The man couldn't quite place what was so unsettling about the smiling man, but he felt a growing sense of unease as he continued walking. At first, the man tried to ignore the smiling man and keep walking, hoping he would go away. But no matter how fast he walked or how many turns he took, the smiling man remained a constant presence, always a few paces behind him and never saying a word. As the night grew darker and the street grew quieter, the man started to feel more and more uneasy. He couldn't shake the feeling that the smiling man was dangerous, and he began to worry that he was being followed. He tried to quicken his pace, but the smiling man matched his speed, always keeping the same distance and always with that same unnerving smile. Finally, the man broke into a run, desperate to get away from the smiling man. But no matter how fast he ran, the smiling man remained behind him, always with that same unsettling smile on his face. It seemed to be playing a game with him, always staying just out of reach but never quite disappearing. Finally, the man reached his house and slammed the door shut behind him, gasping for breath. He looked out the window and saw the smiling man standing on the street, still smiling that same unnerving smile. The man never saw the smiling man again, but the memory of that night stayed with him for a long time. Over the next few weeks, the man became obsessed with trying to figure out what the smiling man had been and why he had followed him. He talked to friends and neighbors, trying to find someone who had seen the smiling man before or knew anything about him, but no one could offer any answers. Eventually, the man started to wonder if he had imagined the whole thing, if it was just a figment of his imagination brought on by the dark and quiet of the night. But even as he tried to convince himself that it had all been in his head, he couldn't shake the memory of that unsettling smile. Years went by, and the man moved on with his life, but he never forgot that night or the smiling man that had followed him. It became a kind of ghost that haunted him, always lurking just at the edge of his memory. And even though he knew that he would never have any answers, he couldn't help but wonder what might have happened if he had turned around and confronted the smiling man that night. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more spooky and mysterious stories. Have you ever encountered a mysterious smiling man on the street like the man in this story? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, stay curious and keep exploring.